Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a completely new type of video, and this is actually a new series that will be starting on my channel, and it's going to be a plan with me video. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this video basically on the last day of every month, right before my favorites video on the 1st, and I'm going to show you guys how I customize and plan using a wall calendar that Justin and I use, and also using my happiness planner, which I have the P&U planner. So let's just go ahead and get started. So first and foremost, this is actually just a regular wall calendar that I bought from Walmart. As you can tell, it's normal wall calendar length. I'm gonna fold it halfway just for the sake of this video, just so that you guys can see everything that's on it. So first and foremost, I'm gonna give you guys a quick explanation of why I use a wall calendar and a personal planner. And the reason for that is, as some of you guys may be aware via my vlogs, Justin and I don't just work different shifts, we work different days. So he works night shift, I work day shift, and he works basically a lot more than I do. So I don't really get to see him that often, and when I do, I don't want to spend all of our time talking about what upcoming bills we have or things of that sort. So it's just easier to put everything on the wall calendar. This is the wall calendar that we keep in our bedroom, and it just makes it so much easier and simpler, and it keeps our conversations more rich and fulfilled with things that we want to talk about, not things that we have to talk about. So that's why this is really, really helpful. A lot of this information you're gonna see duplicated onto my personal planner, and that's because I handle the finances in the home. But again, it's really important to me that Justin and I are on the same page, and that's why I do the wall calendar as well. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create my key, and I actually like to use the bottom section, the notes section here of my wall calendar for that. And my key, it's nothing, you know, difficult or anything of that sort. I've just been using these regular, I think they're Inkjoy pens, and I will say, because they're more jelly pens, I have to be really, really careful, or else I'll smear all the ink everywhere. But for now, you know, they've been okay, and they don't bother me that much to the point where I need to go out there and get some other ones. And also the reason why I like to write out my key every month is because Justin will forget. It's not his fault, but he will forget, so this also helps him to see exactly what everything on the calendar means. So as you can see, I have bills, I have our paydays, I have Justin's days off and events, and of course I always have the weekends off, so there's no reason to calendar something that's continuously happening. And the reason why I like to clearly mark Justin's days off is so that if they do happen to fall on a day where I also have the day off, then we try to plan to do something together as a family. So May is actually a really busy, packed month for us. Fun fact, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but Justin and I are both May babies. I was born on May 2nd and he was born on May 30th. And his younger sister was also born on May 30th, and her husband was also born on May 2nd. So all of our birthdays are pretty much conjoined. It makes for a pretty hectic day, but fun nonetheless. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in those now. So on May 2nd is my birthday. And it's actually my 27th birthday. Yay, getting so old, so close to 30. And then I'm gonna put Adam's birthday as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill out the rest of the events for the month. Next, I'm gonna go through and mark all of Justin's days off, and I don't actually put days off on it, I just make a little mark on the number. And now that that's done, the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and mark our paydays. So Justin and I have a double payday where he gets paid and I get paid on the 5th, so that'll be nice. And now that that's done, I'm gonna fill in the calendar with basically what this calendar is meant for, which is to track all of our bills. So I'm gonna go ahead and write them all out right now. And you'll notice I like to write out the amount of each bill that's due, and that's just because I feel like when we see the numbers and we know how much money is going out there, it kind of makes us a little bit more hesitant to spend money on wants rather than needs. So now that that's done, I'm gonna take a quick look at my calendar. Every once in a while when something comes up and I don't have my planner on me, or I'm not home to put it on the wall calendar, I'll usually put it in my phone calendar, and I only ever look at it when I do this. That's why I don't just rely on my calendar, because I know I don't look at it. So it looks like on May 6th, Alicia has an extra gymnastics practice. So even though I'm putting it as an event, because even though she has practice every Thursday, this is a special practice, so I'm gonna put it as an event. I'm also gonna go ahead and include her last day of gymnastics for this season, and that's it. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but as you can see, it will, this ink does run a little bit, so I definitely either need a new type of wall calendar. This one's got like a plasticky vinyl finish, or I need new pens. But anyway, this is what my wall planner looks like for the month. It's pretty filled up. I think it looks fine though. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and hang this up in our room, and then Justin and I will be on the same page. So now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my personal planner. This one's from the Happiness Planner. I had mentioned it in my favorites as soon as I got it. I do love absolutely using this planner, and I'll link it below just so that you guys can see it. It comes in different colors. I chose this one. In my heart, I knew James was a boy, and of course I have Alicia, so I thought a pink and blue one to kind of represent those that are most important to me was very fitting. So even though mine came with its own pen, actually the ink died out really quick. I think maybe like my third day it was already dead. So I keep it in here just for aesthetic purposes. But I do go ahead and use my own pens, and I just use a black pen because I feel like it's more uniform to kind of fill everything in. So for my May plan, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my personal goals. Right now, of course, I'm obviously pregnant. So one of my personal goals is to drink my 8 glasses a day. And I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in the rest of my personal goals. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and fill out my work goals. I do actually have work goals like at my daily job, my day job. My day job is actually very important to me. I enjoy my job and I enjoy that I'm good at it. So in order to remain, being that go-to person and being good at my job, I do try to basically challenge myself every day to be better. So I do have some work goals. And then of course I've got my YouTube goals, and this is the only time when I really will change color ink. And today I'm just gonna go with, I'll just go with like this nice little fuchsia pink thing, and whatever is a YouTube goal, then I'll go ahead and put it there. So for my YouTube goal, I would like to really do 10 videos this month, which sounds like a lot, and it is, but we'll see if I can do it. I think that I can do it. I've planned them. It's just a matter of actually doing them, editing them, and getting them out there. I usually will be a little bit more detailed, but I actually try really hard to make sure that I don't give any hints or clues as to what I do at my day job, so I'm gonna just leave it real minimalistic there so that you guys can't guess what I do. For my blog posts, I would really like to be able to post twice a week. So I'm gonna make my goal 8 blog posts this month. And another big goal of mine is to really up the quality of my Instagram. I feel like I've been working on it a lot this past week. You know, sometimes I would just post things for the sake of posting them, just so that I could stay consistent. But now I'm trying to be more about quality and less about quantity. So in black are like my day job, and then in the color is basically like my side job, which I do consider YouTube to be my job. I do consider my blog to be my job, and I consider social media to be a big part of that. And I'm actually really digging how this pink looks against this black, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that down here as well. So for this month's positive self-talk, I'm basically gonna give myself a big old kudos for not being a little brat. I'm in my 3rd trimester now, so I pretty much feel just dreadful all the time, and I could really probably spend a lot of my time complaining about it, and maybe for you guys I do, but you know, I don't burden Justin, I don't burden my coworkers, I don't burden really anybody with that stuff. Okay, and now that this page is done, I actually always skip this monthly page here. I feel like because I have a wall calendar and I literally see it every single day, I don't ever forget anything. And we don't really have a lot of events to begin with anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and skip that like I always do. The next thing, of course, is Monday, May 1st. Today is Sunday, so I'm not gonna go ahead and fill this out just yet. I like to fill it out in the mornings. Usually I'll fill out the today I'm excited about part in the mornings, and then I'll fill out the to-dos throughout the day. I try not to look at the to-do list until at least my lunch hour, because that's when I usually come home. The mail's arrived by then, so I can see the mail, see anything that's important to do. Additionally, there's nothing that I can do to complete any of the tasks on my to-do list while I'm at work, so there's no reason to have it filled out. And I feel like when I would fill it out in the mornings, things would come up across the day, and then I would have to put things on for the next day or things of that sort, so I always felt behind. So I like to do the to-do list, you know, once I'm home, once I picked up Alicia from daycare, once I'm home and I'm ready to really tackle my home life. And then the good things about today and what I'm grateful for, I always do right before bed, usually while I'm doing a face mask, or if I'm not doing a face mask that night, then I'll usually do it after I brush my teeth and I put in my retainer, because I know I'm not gonna get back up. I just like to fill it out really quick and then put it aside and head off to bed. So yes, for now, we are all done with the planning. I have been told, I actually did this with a friend of mine last month, we did it together, and she had actually suggested to me that I start a bullet journal. She said, you know, you're so creative and you track a lot of different things in a lot of different places, and I just think that a bullet journal would be best for you because you can consolidate it all into one planner. And that's actually something that I've really been thinking about. So if you have any maybe videos or things of that sort that I could watch on bullet journaling, because I really don't know much about it, then I would really be interested in watching those. So if you want to leave maybe your favorite down below, then I would really appreciate that, because in addition to this, I actually also track a lot of things such as our actual expenses. So of course I plan out our bills, but that doesn't count our expenses, you know, gas and food and things of that sort. So I track my expenses somewhere else. I track my video planning somewhere else, my blog posts, things of that sort. So I actually have a lot of planning that goes into my everyday life, and I have a lot that I keep up with. So when she suggested that, I thought that was a great idea, but I don't know like if I'm quite ready to give up on the happiness planner just yet. And she said, you know, well, the top things about the happiness planner and the things that you track there, you also track them on your bullet journal. So anyway, I just thought that, you know, this would be good to do with you guys so that you guys could see kind of how I manage my household and how I make sure that we're all on the same track and things of that sort. So anyway, if you like this video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.